Hi, I'm Steve and this is my channel Steve Suggests. Today I'm talking about the Thai education visa. Of the visas, it's possibly not the one that you're wanting to hear about right now because the long stay visa has been announced, but I've been working on this before I was aware of the long stay visa coming into existence, and it would appear that there's not all the details are completely clear as yet. So the education visa comes in many different classes or opportunities, if you want to call it, and it's a visa that would allow you to stay legally in Thailand longer than your tourist visa. It's a visa that I don't hear much about these days. Maybe it's just the people I hang around with or whatever, but I'm not really coming into contact with many people talking about the Thai education visa. In my view, it's a reasonably liberal visa in that it allows you to undertake a course of study in Thailand, which is not too onerous at all from what I've been able to work out, and to stay legally in the kingdom while you're doing that study, and it certainly gives you, or appears to give you, plenty of free time to holiday and generally enjoy yourself. The official name is the Non-Immigrant Visa Category ED. So the visa is for any foreign national aged 12 or over intending to stay in Thailand to attend a recognised full-time educational course. Now, it doesn't give a maximum eligibility age, but I guess that means that you're never too old to apply for it, if you want to look at it as positively as you can. So the school and course must be recognised by the Thai government, and the course must require students to attend classes for at least 100 hours for every 90 days, which is around about 8 to 10 hours a week. And you'll need your visa before you commence your course of study. So 8 to 10 hours a week doesn't really sound too tough at all. So the subjects for study, probably the one that most people are aware of is Thai language. So other choices are Buddhism, massage, yoga, Thai cooking, Muay Thai, or if you prefer hand-to-hand combat with the Thai military police in Chiang Mai, and scuba diving. And if you don't speak English and you don't want to study Thai, you can actually get the visa to learn Chinese or Russian in Thailand as well. So the requirements for getting the educational visa: your passport must be valid for at least another 6 months and have at least 2 blank pages. If you're applying for a 1-year visa, your passport should be valid for at least another 18 months. You need a photocopy of your passport, a completed and signed Thailand student visa application form. You may be able to download it from the website of the embassy or consulate that you will be putting your application into. A letter of admission from your school in Thailand addressed to the Thai embassy or consulate that you will apply to. If the school is a private institution, approval from the Ministry of Education that the course is valid. The Thai school or institution's registration documents, if applicable, it says, so it will say whether you need to forward those. If you undergo an internship in Thailand, a letter of confirmation from the school that you are enrolled in, a 4 centimetres by 6 centimetre photograph taken in the last 6 months, proof of sufficient financial means to cover the duration of your stay. 20,000 baht for a single person is what it says. That's not a lot of money, so that should be able to be proven quite easily, and that's, from what I understand of visas that I've applied for in the past, that's just showing you got 20,000 baht per 90 days or whatever. So and for a course running for at least a year, you will need a police clearance certificate from your home country and payment of the Thai student visa fee. So what we got that, although those are the general requirements, just be aware that you may be asked for some additional documents because, as we know, if you've had any experience in Thailand, things in Thailand can change quite quickly, and so potentially can the requirements. So another thing it would be wise to do is to check the website before you get ready to put in your application to make sure there's been no changes or amendments. So that is to be applied for at your local Thai embassy or consulate, or the one closest to you if there's not one in your country. So if you're already in Thailand and you're on a proper tourist visa, that's not the visa on arrival, the 30 days that you get when you arrive at Suvarnabhumi. You can go to the you can have the category changed at the office of the Thai Immigration Bureau in Bangkok, and your application to change your type of visa must be made before the expiry of your current visa. It's no good waiting until the end of your visa and saying, hey, I want to have this study one. So whether you're applying from Thailand or outside, it would be wise to allow 5 or 10 days for business days for processing of the visa. Having said that, some of the embassies and consulates do actually tell you that they will be able to process your documents within 2 days. So probably the best thing to do is to just to check when you submit the documents, or when you're ready to submit the documents, how long do they need for processing, to make sure that you're not, still waiting for them when your trip is due to start. So there's an initial fee of 1900 baht, 1900 baht, and that's what it costs for each extension every 90 days. So this education visa follows the similar process to other visas, that you will need to ensure that you get it extended before the visa expires. Otherwise you're not fulfilling the terms of the visa. And another thing is that if you have chosen to learn Thai as your study course while you're in Thailand, it's possible, I'm not saying it will happen, but it is possible that the Thai immigration that you are reporting to may give you either a written or an oral exam. Background to this, so there was an article in the Phuket Gazette that gave me the information. 30th of April 2018, Captain Ekachai Siri of the Phuket Tourist Police confirmed that they would be making raids on language schools. The crackdown was deemed necessary following raids in Bangkok after romance scammers caught by the police presented student visas to officers. Major General Surachet Hakpan of the Thai Tourist Police said that the search came as some criminal elements from Africa were found to have enrolled as students at language schools. So that's a quote there. That's not me bagging Africans. That's directly what I found on the the Phuket News website. So because of that, Thai immigration may test the fluency when you're applying for your extension. Another reason that they're doing this is that some people were paying for the education visa and just not going to class. They were just using it as an extended tourist visa without fulfilling all the requirements. So the education visa allows you to stay in Thailand for up to a year, as long as you continually fulfill all the requirements while using the visa. So as I've just said, that does mean attending the classes that you said you would on the application. Some of the courses are 14 months, depending what you study, and to remain legally in Thailand, it's necessary for you to reapply after 6 months for the remaining 8 months of that course. So as I say, this is pretty much all I've got to say about the education visa. Since I started preparing this, the long stay visa has been announced, and with the correct extensions of that, you will be able to stay in Thailand for 270 days. But the education visa is still a cost-effective way of staying in Thailand. Plus, it gives you the benefit of learning something or brushing up on your current skills. For me, I would be learning Thai. I lived for 2 years in Khon Kaen and 6 months in Udon Thani, and to be able to go to places like, more so in Khon Kaen than Udon Thani, but there were times in somewhere as large as Tesco Lotus where at the checkout they didn't speak English. And so I learned the numbering and so on, so that when they told me how much I had to pay, you can't always see the little thing at the top of the till. That was one thing that I'd go looking for, but if I couldn't see that, I found that it was beneficial for me to learn that. And also, if you want to eat at the sort of like local mum and pop sort of establishments, they don't always speak English, and you know, why should they? It's not a tourist area that you were in. I was in Isan, and it was up to me to learn that what I wanted to order rather than just point at the pictures. So anyway, I think the tourist visa is a good visa. You may or may not. I've done my best to provide the information as accurately as I can. If there's anything wrong, let me know in the comments and all that. And have a great day, everyone, and let's hope we can get to Thailand soon. Thanks. Bye.